Hi everyone, Alex here from U-Star Gamer. Hope you're good. Right, so thought I'd do a quick video today, guys. I haven't been that active lately. Been super busy really, and you know, other stuff, life taken over. But we're here now, so gonna do a quick pickups video for you. I've not picked up a massive amount over the last 2 or 3 months, but I've got probably enough just to show off. So yeah, let's just get into it really. First thing I'm going to show you is a DVD actually, and that is Men Behaving Badly. I'm sure most of you guys remember that. If you don't, I highly recommend checking it out. It's a British comedy from the late 90s or early 90s, late 90s. Absolutely brilliant. I paid £6 for that, and that is the complete collection. It's on about, I don't know, six or 8 discs. 2, 4, 6, yeah, 8 discs. But yeah, I really enjoyed this growing up. Great memories of it with my family, with my dad especially. Used to let me stay up and watch it on I think it was like a Tuesday night or something, even though I had school in the morning. Used to let me watch it. It was that, Red Dwarf, Game On, loads more as well. I can't remember, but it was always a comedy night. I can't remember if it was Tuesday or Thursday or Friday. I can't remember the actual day, but one of them nights it was like one after the other. Great comedy. And yeah, I remember sitting there with my dad watching it, laughing our heads off. Right, so what else have I got to show you? So went to a charity shop recently. And it's one of these charity shops that don't really price everything individually. It's just like £1 each for all the media, which is great if you can find something. There's about 1 million FIFAs and Play Fit We Play or whatever they're called there, and but sometimes they do have other things there, and I managed to bag these 7 items. So the first 4 are PSP games, Mega Drive collection. Now I'm not sure if these are meant to have like, oh they do actually, some of them do have manuals, but I think a couple of them might have them missing. Oh no, Tony Hawk's is there, which was no one, sorry, Tony Hawk's 2 Remix. This one's missing a manual, and that is Need for Speed Carbon. And the last one is Spider-Man 2, yeah, and that is also missing the manual. Right, and what else they had there was, I picked these up quite a lot recently, and that is Mario Kart Wii. I've picked up 2 of these, but I might as well only show you one. Both £1 each. This is a little bit scratched if I remember rightly. Yes, I'm sure it'll still work, but I might have to get that disc cleaned. But for £1, I won't leaving it behind. The next one is The Witcher. Never played The Witcher, to be honest. So I might give it a go, but I used to like these sort of games back in the day. I'm a big Zelda fan. Secret of Mana, I played that back in the day. But what I find with these sort of games nowadays is they just take over your life, and they do, sort of command too much of your time. So I kind of steer away from them, but some of my friends have been saying that that's not a bad game actually, Alex. So, you know, give it a go. So I might do. And the last one is Lego Marvel, again on the PS4, again for £1, so I won't leave that behind. I must admit, guys, I probably will trade most of that in for credit at CEX. I don't generally go out of my way to look for trade-ins, but if I pop into you know, a charity shop or something like that, and there's something there that I don't collect or whatever, I might see if I can trade it in to get something that I do. You know, sometimes I mean, there's probably, I don't know, 30-40 quid worth of trade in there, and I only paid probably, what are we looking at there, 7 quid. So, you know, you can get a bit of retro for that possibly. Right, the next thing I picked up is a Game Boy game. Now I've had my eye on this for a long time. It was forever at £20, and I didn't bite the bullet then. It was just one of them ones I thought, oh, I might find it cheaper one day. And I was randomly looking in my local CEX, and I see it sitting there for £12, and I thought, cool, that's dropped down by about £8. And I've not played this one, and that is Wario Land 3, or Mario Land 3. The Game Boy, sorry, it's not focusing very well there, is it? Never played this one. Loved the second one and the first one on the Game Boy, and I've always had my eye to get this one, but just never got around to it, but finally have it in the collection now. Right, Switch game now, guys. Now I picked this up I must admit, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to keep it. I've got to that point now in my collection where if I'm not 100% sure I like the game, or you know what I mean, there's a bit of money invested in it, I'm getting to the point now where I might move it on to get another game or try something else. It's a great game, and that is Demon Tilt. It's a pinball game. It is a limited run, so I don't think this was released over here as a physical. But I saw this on eBay. I put a cheeky bid in, you know, like what the old best offers sort of thing, and they accepted it. So I played it. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's a good pinball game, but I just, for whatever reason, I just couldn't get into it. I played what's that game? I've got it on the Mega Drive. Dragon's Fury. And I absolutely love that game, and I think I prefer that to this. So what I'm kind of thinking is, if I'm going to play a pinball game, why keep this if I'm going to if I've got that and I prefer that? Do you know what I mean? So I might just try and get my money back, or trade it in, or swap it for something that I will play. Do you know what I mean? So, but that's what I picked up recently on the Switch. Right, the next one I've got here is a Super Nintendo game. Now this I've been after forever, in good condition. Just always seemed to be a bit overpriced recently. And I saw this on eBay and no one was bidding on it. I couldn't get my head around it, and I was a bit worried that it might be a bit fake when it turned up. But I put a bid in right at the end, and no one else put a bid in, and I won it. And that is Return of the Jedi on the Super Nintendo. Now, the reason I was after this, I've got the other two, Star Wars, Super Star Wars, and Empire Strikes Back. So this is to sort of finish the set off. It's in great condition, you know. The box is in lovely, you know, it's not been flattened or nothing. Cart's great. And the manual's lovely, you know what I mean? So, I can't remember exactly, I think I got it for about £38 all in. So yeah, when I saw that for £38, I thought, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Because I've been seeing it going for like 50, 60, 70 £70. So to get it for that price, I was dead chuffed. Do you know what I mean? To finish off that little subset of Star Wars games on the SNES, and I do like the game, so I was happy to add it to the collection. Right, guys. I picked up, while I was in the CX picking up the Wario Land 3, I also saw a Mega Drive game there that I didn't own. Actually, the guy there, I'll give him a good shout out, actually. The chap that was working there, I didn't catch his name, he was in a Norwich shop. They had two of these, and he let me Frankenstein it, because one copy had a better box and game, and the copy that had the better one had the worst manual. So I said, do you mind if I switch the two manuals and make it the better copy? And he said, yeah, go for it, mate. And that is Jurassic Park. Now, I own both the Jurassic Parks on the Super Nintendo. This actually looks like more like the second one. So I thought, yeah, I've not really played this on a Mega Drive ever. So I thought, why not? I think I paid £20 for it, £22, something like that. Give it a go. And who don't like Jurassic Park? I mean, Jurassic Park dinosaurs, lovely, awesome. Alright, guys, so yeah, let's show you this actually. I'm going to show you another pickup that I picked up ages ago, but I never showed off. But it inspired me to get something else. So recently I went and saw Sega Zombie at the Retro Realm. It's got a great shop, Scott, in Ipswich. I'll put a link to the shop in the descriptions. If you've not been there, guys, you need to get down there. He's got loads of different stuff, toys, games, you know, collectibles, you name it, he's got it. Now, I picked this up ages and ages, probably over a year ago, and just recently I played it with my kids, and my kids absolutely loved it. And that is Hotel. I don't know if you guys remember this from back in the day, but it's a cracking game, and my kids absolutely loved it. And it was actually kind of nice to play a board game with them, because they're always got their heads in Fortnite nowadays. So yeah, it was more, I was thinking, right, I want to get another board game. I was trying to think of board games that I had back in the day that I thought the children might like. So when I was down there recently at the Realm, I said, have you got this game? And he said, yeah, I've got one out the back actually, Al, and that is Go for Broke. This is a bit of the old reverse of Hotel. You've actually got to lose all your money rather than make all your money in, you know, all the hotels. So haven't played it with the children yet. but it's in great condition. All the bits are there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing this one off. And also, while I was there, I always like to spend a few quid with Scott to support the shop. And I was looking through the Mega Drive games, and this one caught my eye because I knew it was Japanese exclusive, didn't come out in the PAL territories. And I think this is the only version of this game I own, so I was happy to buy it. And that is the New Zealand story. It's in great condition, guys. And I have played this. Oh, got a receipt there. Comes box complete. But my God, it is balls hard. I cannot get past the first boss. You know, they weren't being quite fair, to be honest, I think, because I watched a video. I thought I was doing something wrong, but you've got to hit the bloke about 20-30 times, and my God, I could probably hit him about 5 or 6 before he kills me. So I think a bit more practice is needed with that one. I'm not going to give up, but I'm telling you now, it's not easy. Right, so last few bits I've got to show you guys. Recently, I've picked up a Sega Master System, and I'm not going for a massive collection in the Sega Master System, but I want to get, like, you know, games that interest me, or, you know, a good sort of collection of the decent games. So recently I went to my local video game shop in Norwich, and they had a couple there sitting there, and one of them was Wonder Boy. I'm sure everyone knows what Wonder Boy is, but it's a really good port of the arcade classic, if you know what I mean. It's actually, I probably, there is a difference, but I couldn't really tell too much of a difference, to be honest. So it's got the manual with it. The game's actually in the machine at the minute. I've been playing that recently. But yeah, picked that up. And then also, while I was there, I bought the Desert Speed Trap. Now, I picked this up, but it's got no manual, unfortunately. I had a quick go at this, but I think I need to give it a bit more time, to be fair, to give it a proper judging, if you know what I mean. I wasn't too impressed with it. To be fair to it though, I only gave it about 20 minutes, so I probably do need to go give it some more time. But yeah, it's still my sort of game, so I was quite happy to add it. It wasn't that dear. I think I paid something like £10-15 for it. And then recently also added Sonic 2, because I only had the kart version. One of the lads recently told me how you get past the glider. I couldn't believe it, because I've always got stuck on that sodding glider on the second level. For everything I've done, it just killed me. And one of the chaps just goes, "Oh wow, you just got to sort of tap left and down, sort of diagonally down every couple of seconds." And I thought he was talking nonsense, didn't I? So I went and tried it, and my God, it worked. And looking back, it looks stupid that you know, I couldn't work that out. But I think I was trying to do it more like the cape in Super Mario World, where you go back and forward. And I suppose you get a bit of the old gaming rage, don't you, when you can't do it a few times, yeah, just turn the game off. But yeah, I've got a box copy of that now, so yeah, that's cool. And the last game I've got to show you is quite it's quite, I wouldn't say massively big hitter, but it's an expensive one on a Master System. So this is a Sonic Spinball, and how I got this was one of my friends who works with me. He was selling a load of Master System games, and he only had it like this, so no manual, no game. He didn't know he didn't have the game, sort of thing, couldn't find it or whatever. And I said, "So how much do you want for the box, mate?" And he goes, "Well, it's not really worth a lot without the manual in the box." So he said 20 quid. So I said, "Yeah, all right, I might be able to piece together the game." So I was in a WhatsApp group, and I asked the question, does anyone know if I could know where I could find Sonic Spinball? One of the guys gave me a link to a guy in Spain who was selling it, and I think I managed to pay something like £55 for it, and I managed to pick up the cart. So I've now got the, you know, I'm unfortunately missing the manual, but this game can go for about £150 without the manual, up to 200, I think. 150 somewhere around there, you know what I mean? 125 without a manual, I think, maybe 150 to 200, you know, whatever the going rate at the time is. Shocked me a bit, to be honest. Whether I keep this or not, I don't know, because I actually quite like the Mega Drive version. A lot of people hate it, but I actually kind of like the Mega Drive one. I really, again, pinball game, you know what I mean? I don't mind pinball games, other than what I said earlier about Demon's Hill. I think I would, there you go again, I think I'd rather play Sonic Spinball than Demon's Hill. So I'm not saying Demon's Hill is a bad game, it's just personal preferences. But this is definitely the poorer man's version between the two. And seeing as it's worth a lot of money, I don't know. I haven't really made my mind up yet whether I'm going to keep it or not. But it's still cool to own. Do you know what I mean? Right, guys, that is it. That is all my pickups for now. Sorry it's been a while since my last video, but just like I said, busy, life takes over and all that. But I am going to the London gaming market in a couple of weeks, so hopefully I'll do a video on that. I'll be going down there with Sega Zombie Scott again. Hopefully bump into one or two of you down there. It's always good to go down there. I really do enjoy going down there because you never know what you're going to find. Normally come away with a few bits and bobs. So yeah. Anyway, guys, take care. Until the next video, see you later.